Hi, everybody. My name's Chad Gutierrez. My lovely wife, Noelle. We're from the Chicago area. We have 3 kids. Actually, just moved there in August from Texas. We started Beachbody when we were living down here in Fort Worth, Texas. I just want to briefly describe a few things that attracted me to the business. So, I actually met a coach while I was out in California with my other job, and did a P90X Fit Club in a hotel. And so that's kind of what triggered this whole adventure for us. But there are a few things that attracted me to it. One is the product. I was already a product of the product before I got into the business of it. So I was using P90X, loved it, fantastic results. I was already telling people about it. People were asking me, what are you doing? P90X. So it just made sense, that I found out there's a business opportunity here. Why wouldn't I want to get paid for telling people what I'd already been telling them, which is use P90X, right? So that was the first thing. From that, we use all the Shakeology, results recovery, energy endurance. We do it all, and we love it all, and all the products are fantastic. So first and foremost, believe in the products because they're worthwhile, and that makes it. It's not like selling, It's when you love it, it's not selling. Second, you can maybe help me out with how much does Beachbody spend on network advertisements on a yearly basis?
Over $100 million.
$100 million, right? So if I go up and I talk to somebody, and all I have to say is, if they don't know what Beachbody is, well, have you seen P90X or Insanity? And they say, oh, yeah, I've seen those commercials. Well, I'm the P90X guy. Not the P90X.
I wanted to say that to Tony.
But I do. I was like, well, we're the P90X folks, right? Okay, so they know what it is. I don't have to tell them about it or explain, a whole bunch. They already know. They've already seen it. So that's the other thing that attracted me to it is what other company does that for you? That paves the road for you and makes it really easy to talk to people. And then the third thing that attracted me was the fact that Beachbody shares their leads, shares their customers with their coaches. And I'll never forget the first time I got that first commission was from somebody that I didn't even know, and I think it was like $17 or something. And I'm like, hey, we just made like $17 off of somebody in whatever state it was, and I didn't even know who, that is awesome. That's awesome. So those were the 3 things that really caught my attention. And really made it intriguing to me. Well, another point I want to make here is that, from the point of that first commission, we're thinking, well, wouldn't it be nice to have our nutrition paid for, or our workout programs paid for? That was kind of the first goal. And pretty soon we hit that. Well, wouldn't it be nice if we just made a couple $100 extra bucks a month? Would that be pretty cool? And we hit that. And we thought, well, like $500 a month would be kind of nice. We'll, pay for some of the kids' activities and things. And we hit that. And then we thought, what if, we made $1,000 in a month? Who wouldn't want an extra $1,000 this month, right? I just gave you $1,000. Now our goal is like $1,000 a week. That's where we want to be with this thing. And but it took time. It took some time and effort to get there. And certainly the challenge packs have accelerated that time frame. So once we started treating the business like a business and not like a hobby, that first probably 6, 7 months, I don't know, maybe the first year, it was like a hobby, And once we started taking it as a business, our eyes were opened up, our antennas were up. People that we met, whether I travel a lot on a plane. We got the cable guy this week, right? I'm thinking.
Well, his wife was already doing Brazilian butt lifts.
He's not going anywhere. He's got to put my cable in. I'm like, hey, Oscar, I'm talking about something. So, anyhow, that's true.
Well, come to find out, his wife's doing Brazilian butt lift, and she's a trainer. So, had he not just talked to that.
So you just have to have your antennas up. Look for those opportunities. You'd be amazed at how many people are either into fitness, who maybe they are already using the products, don't know the business side, or they've seen the commercials, want to try the products, or maybe they want to change something about their life. They're looking for something. Our next door neighbor in Texas lost 120 pounds. He was one of those Power 90 guys. He was over 300 pounds. Power 90, P90X, now he's doing Insanity, now he's crazy, you know. And that's the great part about it. That's that's our neighbor. It's awesome.
I just have a couple things I want to interject here.
Sure.
When we first became a part of Beachbody over a year ago, and Chad was in California, and he went to this P90X Fit Club, and he called me, and he came home, and he said, I got something for you. I looked at him, and I said, you are crazy. I did. I'm like, this is not us. I mean, he worked out, he was into fitness, he's always been. It wasn't really me, and having a home business like this, I'm like, we don't do this. I have my paralegal degree, I work in the corporate law firm, he works for the railroad. And so if any of you are sitting here going, this is not me, if you're crazy, or if you're a new coach, or you're here as a guest, I was there. And that's why it was kind of a hobby for about 7-8 months, is I kind of let him do his thing. And I'd kind of get on Facebook every now and then, see what was going on, and I just was like a little curious on the side. I'd kind of peek. And I'd start seeing how well other people were doing, and I started seeing how fit he got. He started our neighbor Todd, who lost over 100 pounds. Who Todd would sit down at the table and talk about it, and I saw Todd's transformation right in front of me. So we moved up to Chicago this past fall, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I see, how great Tara's doing and Kevin are doing, the other coaches that I know. I said, I'm going to do this. I've always loved to help people, and I've never felt like I've had my niche to help people, but I love, helping people. So I seriously got plugged in the fall, and I said, I'm just going to do what they tell me to do. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to follow what the top coaches are doing. And that's what I did. I just followed what they were doing. And each month, each week, it just kept getting better and better. And I got more confident in myself. I was helping people. That was fulfilling for me to see them getting healthy. I was getting healthy while I was doing this, because I'm going to share with people and help people. I was using the products. I was becoming healthy.
And now she's killing it. She's awesome.
And like Chad said, it was like, if we could just have an extra $500, or if we could just have an extra $1,000. Our daughter ice skates. It's an expensive hobby. It's like, I just want to pay for her ice skating. Now it's like, we need to dream bigger.
Right. We realize now, our goals were, too small. Now they're.
And I guess the biggest thing I can say, my last point I can say about this company, is the support and love I get from this company and these coaches, Tara and Kevin and other people on our team, and the people that brought you here. Unbelievable. I've never had that in my entire life. Working at a corporate law firm, they didn't care how successful I was. Working for the railroad, they don't care how successful Chad is or isn't. These people genuinely care about me. They want to grow. They want you to do well. They want to do well, and in the process, we just want to help people. First and foremost, we just want to help people. So I love it.
I just wanted to ask, how much time do you put in a day?
I would say I guess about an hour to 2 hours total a day. I have 3 kids. I'm a busy mom, so for me, I don't just sit down at the computer for an hour or 2 hours straight and do Beachbody. It's checking in the morning on Facebook with my challenge groups, responding to emails, or taking phone calls from customers throughout the day. So it's 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. In the car on the way to the ice rink after school, it takes me 20 minutes to the ice rink. I'm on the phone, helping somebody in that 20 minutes.
Right. And mine's just as I, because I have my career, so mine's just as I'm out. It's having both antennas up to either opportunity. Just like with the cable guy, you just have to be aware of the situations. And I was on a plane here this week. I was on a plane and talking to the guy next to me and finding out more about him. And out from that, not only was it an opportunity for the railroad, but then also, hey, well, let me, my wife and I also do this. So it's just having both conversations sometimes for me. So I just do it when
That's exactly like Kevin and I too. It's I'm at home with the kids. I do a lot of the, here and there throughout the day, and then after the kids go to bed, and then while Kevin is out and about, we don't go out to do Beachbody. You do Beachbody while you're out and about. So while he's at his, appointments or whatever, wherever you're at, you're just looking for those buzzwords, you got those antennas up and looking for people who need your help, and so it's an easy business to incorporate into the things that you're already doing.
And you don't have to, the biggest thing too is you don't have to reinvent the wheel, you know, it's like, how am I gonna do this? There's so much out there for you that shows you how to do this and gives you all the tools. Beachbody gives you all the tools. There's no way you're gonna fake. To me, the only reason I'm not gonna do well at this business is because of myself. It's not because Beachbody gives me everything to do well, to be a good coach, or a great coach.
Give them a hand.